Okay, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I done one of these. I want to talk about another streaming platform. You know, since I did YouTube last time, I figured it's only fair I do Twitch this time. Yeah, I want to do a review on Twitch for you guys. I want to do a review for you guys on Twitch. Now, I do have some other ones I have planned in the future. Like, I want to review Twitter and all that, and Instagram and all that, but I feel like I need kind of more time to kind of, process them. Like, I haven't really tried the membership on Twitter yet. And all that. And then Instagram, I'm kind of trying to see some videos and all, see what I can do with some videos and all that. So I figured, I could wait on that. But I do want to talk about Twitch here. I do want to do a review on Twitch for you guys. So, yeah. But before we get any further, remember to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Make sure you guys are still subscribed. Because there has been some issues with that. I mean, it's not been as bad like it has in the past, but I've been noticing sometimes the videos, my subscriber count will randomly disappear. And then it'll come back. And people have reported stuff like that in the past. Not on my comments, but on other people's, because my channel is smaller, so there's not as many, people commenting on my videos. But, if you guys want, you guys can also comment on my videos, on my reviews if you guys want. I don't care if people have any hot takes or something, as long as people are respectful, that's all I care about. That said, though, I am trying to get to 1K subs, so if we can get there, I will give you guys a super reward video. And, I'm trying to think if there was anything else, oh yeah, I also, speaking of Twitter and Instagram, you guys can follow me on both of those. And all that, I actually have not been noticing, any notifications on Twitter, though, about that, I know people have not been using the platform because of Elon Musk and all that, but I don't know. To be fair, though, I feel like a lot of these platforms kind of have some shitty, CEOs and all that, and all that. And I don't really know much about, that kind of stuff. So, I don't really follow political stuff much because I don't really care, I think both kind of have issues, but, I figured, that's kind of why I'm just using it, because I don't really want to go somewhere else and then have a similar problem, That said, though, that's pretty much all I have to say. So let's go ahead and get into this. Let's talk about Twitch. So Twitch, an interesting thing to point out about Twitch, this is kind of an interesting thing, there's not a whole lot of info on Twitch here, but apparently I was looking something up and found out, that Twitch was originally part of Justin TV. I think it still is, I think. I don't know if they're still part of it or not. I don't know, is Justin TV even still a thing? I'm not sure. I do know, back in the day, they, apparently were part of Twitch and all, and Twitch went to be its own thing where it just mainly streams and all that. I think it is part of Amazon. Amazon does own Twitch. So Amazon, Prime, they own Twitch. I do know about that. I actually kind of forgot about that a little bit because, personally, a lot of people don't really talk about Twitch much, I mean, if it is, it's usually kind of the negative side about, the fact that apparently, people are not getting promoted and all that with some of the videos, gamers are kind of losing money and all. I don't know. I mean, I don't really make stuff on there and all that, so I don't know. But I'm gonna get to why I don't make stuff in a second because I have some very big hot takes on this platform. But I'll go ahead and just talk about the history about it first. So yeah, it was part of Justin TV. Apparently, I think it launched in 2007 was what I was reading, and then June 2011 is when Twitch was born. I didn't have an actual exact, day when it was there. It just launched in, 2011. So, yeah, that's kind of weird. But, Yeah, there's not a whole lot of history on it. I mean, I'm sure, if I watched some stuff, I could probably find some stuff, but I'm just like, I don't know, there's just not really a lot I could find on there, but I wanted to have kind of a fun fact for you guys, so it's like, there's a fun fact, because I haven't been having a lot of those in my videos, just because I just don't have a lot to say, or something, or interesting to point out, so I wanted to do something there. Because sometimes I do, like, reviews and all that, like, movies and all that, and I could do a fun fact on them, but I just can't really think of anything, and trying to look some of this crap up sometimes can be kind of, hard, especially with false information, so I'm just trying to be careful with that stuff, but I figured I'd do that with, Twitch here, but, yeah, that's pretty much the history there. But yeah, I will say, yeah, there are definitely some problems with Twitch. There are some huge problems with them. Like I said, this is going off of somebody else because I don't make videos, but I'll get to that in a second, why I don't want to make videos on the platform, or why I haven't, I should say. But apparently, people are not getting paid very well and all that on there, so I've heard. They're, like, promoting other stuff, like, I don't know, it's kind of weird and all that, like, I don't know, it's just kind of weird, that's what I've heard and all that. I don't know if it's true, I'm just kind of going off what I've heard. I watched this, channel called Clownfish TV, and that's what they've said, but Clownfish TV is actually one of the news outlets on YouTube that's actually, they don't really lie. They're actually very trustworthy, And that's kind of why I like them, But I don't know, they could have been just saying that too, Because, I mean, they sometimes they joke around. They're basically like the Man Cow of, YouTube, If you guys don't know who Man Cow was, he had his own radio station on YouTube, or not YouTube, on he had it on the radio and all back in the day, and then he did eventually have on YouTube, and then he had some health problems or something. I've heard some, issues with Man Cow, though, so as a person, but I don't really know. But, yeah, I don't know. But that's kind of what they are and all that, but I will say, though, yeah, I don't really know much about it besides that. I will say, though, now, this is something that, like, I will say, it's a very well-known platform when it comes to streaming. You can actually stream a lot of stuff. Like I mentioned, you can stream games and all that, but I don't know how well they all go with paying, because I've heard some issues about that. That they don't pay their, their content creators very well with that kind of stuff, so, yeah, there is that. So Twitch, does that and all that, but you can actually watch a lot of people playing games on there, which is cool, and I will say, one thing I will say that I do like about Twitch, is, that, like, in stream, unlike YouTube, you can actually copy your messages, you can click them, and copy them. Now you have to, like, wait a few minutes, but instead of having to retype the whole damn message on a live stream, you can just, like, type it and all that. I mean, you can just, like, click on it and copy and paste it, But you have to wait, like, I think it's, like, 30 seconds or something to do that, So you have to wait a few. Like, you have to wait a few, to actually do that stuff. So there's that. But, that would make sense because, I mean, if you were to do it, whenever, you could, like, spam stuff and all that. So I think they probably do that to keep, there from being spams. I don't know, maybe there's a way to do it on YouTube, too, because there are, that stuff on YouTube as well, where people kind of, I forgot what they call it on, like, I've seen it on some streams and all that, like, they'll post, like, multiple, things at the same time, I don't know. So maybe there is a way to do it on YouTube as well, I just cannot figure that out. But that's the thing, though. That's pretty much where I kind of draw the line for Twitch. I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right into it. This platform actually sucks. What drags this platform right from here to bad? Yeah, I'm giving this a bad. and I'm going to go ahead and give it a score before I talk about my main problem with it. This is going to get 25 points. Yeah, 25 points. I don't know if I've ever gave a score, or a video or a review 25 points before, and I can't remember. If not, well, this is the first one doing it. I've gave them like 20-something points before, but I don't remember if I've ever done 25 points. But my biggest problem with Twitch, and what makes this platform really suck, and this really does suck and make it not worth it, is that the videos do not fucking last at all. Like, what the hell is the point of uploading the damn videos on the platform if they can't fucking last, you know? Now, I've been told that you can probably save some of the videos on. I don't know, I've looked into it, and I've tried some of that, and no, the videos will disappear after a certain amount of time. Now, you could give fucking Twitch money and all that, and you can give them money, and they will, well, you can give them, Twitch money and all that, and then, you can give them money and all that, and they can last longer, but they don't last forever. So it just feels like you're being fucking ripped off, you're being ripped off, Like, you're just being ripped off. It is very annoying. A lot of people say the ads are annoying on YouTube, on Twitch. I don't think they're that bad compared to YouTube. YouTube's ads are fucking awful. Like, they are literally, they're, all over the place. Like, they're all over the place and all that. I'm sorry, I was trying to turn the lights back on. There we go. I don't know why they wouldn't let me click the buttons. I don't know what happened there. I'm sitting out in the car because, it's easier to make videos out here. I'm at my mom's house and all that, so. But yeah, but I was gonna say, yeah, that's the thing, though. The ads are really not that bad. Like, I don't really think they're that bad. They're actually, they're not, I'll say the ads are, they do have a similar problem to YouTube, though, where they're kind of short, so they kind of do feel like they're a little pointless at times to play the damn ads. But I think the ads are a lot better. They're not, constantly being thrown in your face, as bad. At least I haven't had problems with it, and, I haven't had problems with it, but yeah, I have not had problems with that, with the ads and all that, compared to YouTube and all. And you can also pay them to get rid of the ads too, but I'm just again, why am I paying for something I can't last, Some people are looking at it like it's not that big of a deal, but I'm it is a big deal for the videos not to last, because I'm what if, new generations want to come in and watch these fucking videos? They can't watch it. As much problems as people have, especially myself with YouTube, I will say at least the videos last forever, But on Twitch, they do not. And hell, actually, that's kind of what I was doing. I was kind of, watching Nathaniel Bandy's Super Paper Mario playthrough, because he was doing a challenge and all that. He actually, I was only planning on really watching him play Super Paper Mario, because the other Paper Mario games I haven't really played. Well, I've seen gameplay of the Thousand-Year Door and all that, but I haven't really seen that in a while. Because I'm actually wanting to, in the future on my channel, I actually want to play those games kind of blind, I did see the Origami King. I watched a video of the Origami King, and I have also watched, not just Origami King, I also watched, somebody, play, the Thousand-Year Door, too, but so I was gonna try to, I didn't really watch the Thousand-Year Door, because, I kind of, got my mind kind of blanked for it. I kind of regret watching it. I figured I'd watch it at that time, because I'm I wasn't thinking, I was I could watch it and then down the road kind of forget about some of this. I guess I kind of forgot a little bit about the game, but I still remember quite a bit of it. I have a very good memory, so I kind of wish I didn't watch it. It's not that big of a deal. But it just, playing games blind for me is just a lot more fun because I get more of a reaction out of it for you guys, but it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I was basically, I guess he decided not to, I guess, do the other ones. I decided, I will say, because a lot of people don't use it, that was a good opportunity to ask him some questions and all that, because, I don't really, I like Nathaniel Bandy. Nathaniel Bandy is a very cool YouTuber, like, you guys should check him out. I will say, though, I don't like that he streams pretty much on Twitch anymore, though, because the shit doesn't last very long. I kind of wish he would do it on YouTube. I don't know why, I need to actually ask him that, like why he doesn't do it. I'm not gonna question, the logic of it. I'm not gonna tell somebody they can't stream where they're at. I would like for him to stream on YouTube because the damn things will last forever. Except when his channel got hacked. Because his channel got hacked. I actually asked that question on there, and apparently his channel got hacked, and not all his live streams came back. And I don't know if all his videos did. But yeah, he got hacked back then, and so he lost a good chunk of videos. Now, there are people that probably have saved some of them. I've seen some people do that, but it's kind of a pain, where you could just go on the actual, channel and watch them that way, I don't know, it's kind of annoying, but, yeah, I don't really like him streaming on Twitch, because I kind of want to enjoy his, or he can stream on Twitch, and then maybe upload them on, his actual, YouTube channel. I don't know why he doesn't do it. I want to ask him, but I don't want to sound rude, but he is a very good YouTuber. I do kind of, I do question some of the things he's, like I said, I kind of have some hot takes about how, like his response to, the Nintendo Switch on his, chat, but I don't hate him. I really do like Nathaniel Bandy. He's a very good YouTuber, and I do like him. I kind of wish I could do some videos with him, but I don't think that'll happen ever, but I can have disagreements. That's not a problem. Yeah, I was watching it on there. I figured that'd be a good time to, get the experience so I can do a review on it. Because I was thinking I could probably just make my own, but I don't want to go out of my way to make my own videos if this shit's not gonna last, Because I'm very nitpicky about this stuff. I want my videos to be around, I don't want to lose them. And I will say this, most of my videos, actually, all of them I pretty much have backed up. I lost, one video on YouTube, and that was, a trailer. It wasn't really a trailer reaction, it was, it was just a thoughts on the Velma show and all that, and I talked about some stuff in there. I kind of said some things the wrong way, I didn't mean to say it, I was talking about, saying stupid stuff I don't have problems with black people and all that. I shouldn't have said it like that. That was very stupid, but I was saying it because, people get very offended by that stuff online, but because I had people, trash on me before about that stuff, but I shouldn't have said it like that. That was very stupid, but I kind of wish they, YouTube would have let me at least fix the damn video. I could have fucking edited it and then uploaded it back to the platform, but I don't know. But that's the thing, though, unlike, YouTube, Twitch, the videos don't last forever, so it's you're better off going to YouTube. Now, YouTube's getting bad. YouTube's starting to get kind of bad. They're kind of, a lot of they're not really promoting a lot of the older videos as much anymore and all that. It's getting bad. It's getting kind of bad on the platform, but I'm just by having these, these platforms here as competition may help maybe straighten their act up, but I don't care if I criticize, YouTube, because I do have problems with the platform. I don't care. I don't care that they, get mad at me or something. I don't care. I'm you can hide my comments and all that. It's not gonna change people's opinions on the damn platform, they should learn that by now, they did do that in the past. They I talked about my opinion on the mask and all that. They removed my damn comments and all that. I'm just I figured they were gonna do it, and they did, and I'm just again, the whole thing is just stupid. But But that's the thing, though. Twitch probably could be a very good platform. I don't know. I still don't know if I would like, because you'd be kind of streaming a lot. But I wouldn't be so bad again if the fucking videos would last forever. I mean, there are some other hot takes, but there's hot takes on social media in general anymore. But I'm just like, having this, these videos last would actually really help. Like, that probably would create some good competition against YouTube. From what I can gather, though, Twitch, apparently, the problem is with Twitch, though, is they actually, Twitch actually had Twitch actually had, the problem is with Twitch here is they actually had a problem where, where they can't really store a certain amount of memory on there. That's why the videos apparently get deleted. But I'm just like when you got, would understand that, but when you got like Facebook and YouTube and Google and all that, like, store all this shit on there. I'm like, why can't you have that? I mean, to be fair, like, sometimes I'll do, like, on Google Maps, like, if you go on Google Maps, like, a lot of times when you're viewing a restaurant, I've noticed sometimes the longer you go, the photos will eventually, disappear, And then, like, Facebook, they had these limited shorts, which I just see very pointless. But for the most part, the content lasts on there, despite, the problems, the content actually lasts on there, You're sure their censorship is very bad and all, but at least it lasts. On Twitch, though, the videos don't last at all, and they disappear, which I just think is very stupid, and I'm like, I think that's a problem they could easily probably fix, if they got around to doing it. They just don't fix it, That's the problem, though, but I just think, though, like, right here, like, Twitch and all, I think that's the thing, though. As time goes on, I think there's just going to be more and more of these platforms, And I think they're going to have problems, but I think there's going to be more options than just YouTube, So, that'll be something. I think YouTube is actually the original one to do this stuff, but there are other options now. Like, there are, just YouTube so far is probably the best one to do when it comes to making money, but I don't know. But, I don't really have a lot else to say about this. This video is definitely very short. But, I don't know, I just don't have a lot to say about Twitch, I just don't have a lot to say about it. But, I will say, I did actually back up most of Nathaniel Bandy's Super Paper Mario videos. I didn't get to all of them. Because what would happen is my phone would, like, randomly, stop, like when it'd play ads, it would, like, stop it. I thought it was a Twitch thing, but no, like, I decided to test it out by cleaning out the stuff, because I was doing reviews on it, I was like, I want to kind of figure out if there's a solution to it. No, it was just my phone was very full, because I did, like I said, I backed up a lot of these videos. Now, you could say that's stealing, but it really isn't stealing if the videos aren't available, And I actually didn't get to back up all of them. I got most of them backed up. I didn't get, like, this last stream backed up, but I did get most of it. It was for you guys, so, yeah. But I don't think I say you guys, I don't know if I'm probably gonna upload them because I don't want to get in trouble, but I'm like, again, I don't know, the thing is they don't really last, but other people have done it too, and actually, I think Nathaniel Bandy actually did comment on his other videos too. I think, that's the thing, Nathaniel Bandy, he's a very chill guy, like, he's very chill, like, I would love to meet him in person, I would love to, like, he seems like a very decent guy, Like I said, I do have some disagreements with him, but he's not a bad guy. Like, he seems very chill and all that, Like, I would love to meet him. But, yeah, but I just don't have a lot else to really say about this platform, so, I guess I'll go ahead and let things go from here, but I guess, if you guys want, you guys can leave it in the comments down below and tell me what you guys think about this, Like, if you guys disagree with me, that's fine, I personally don't care as long as people are, respectful, because I get some people that are kind of, that shit on stuff and all that, but, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, but anywho, guys, I'm probably gonna go ahead and let things go from here, though. So I'll see you all later. Bye bye.